This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination. We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner of the $100 is Zach Ferran. He's a 22-year-old Apple employee, and he's listening to the show and loving it. For your chance to win $100 every Monday, simply subscribe to the podcast on iTunes now, and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you did it to enter. Top Tribe, you know I don't have a lot of time to waste. That's why I use FreshBooks to send out invoices and make sure I'm collecting my money. To get your free month, go to nathanlatka.com/FreshBooks and enter the top in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Happy February, everybody. Nathan Latka here, and this is episode 557. Coming up tomorrow morning, you'll learn from David Darmanian. He's CEO of the 2-year-old Hotjar, which just passed $500,000 in monthly recurring revenue, helping over 10,000 customers see what website visitors are doing. Nathan Latka here. Good morning, everybody. Our guest today is Rami Chamaa. He is the CEO and one of the founders of Appointlet. Now, he's got a backstory. He started off as right before Appointlet, he was a digital marketing manager at Eastline Marketing, where he led lead generation, SEO, email marketing, and content marketing. Before that, he was with Ernst & Young. Now, again, he's building Appointlet. Rami, are you ready to take us to the top?
I'm ready.
All right. Very good. I'm excited you're here. So, hey, tell us first, what does Appointlet do and how do you generate revenues?
So, Appointlet is basically an appointment scheduling software. We help businesses and people automate their appointment scheduling. So, instead of going back and forth in emails, by phone, trying to find the right time to meet someone or talk with someone, you use our tool, you use Appointlet to automate this process, which will save you time. In a lot of cases, make you, increase your revenues and sales. We make our money through subscriptions. So we're a SaaS business. So we have different monthly or yearly pricing depending on your team size. Yeah.
Great. And what is the, well, hold on, let me look real quick. So I'm on just give us a sense of like an average. What does the average customer pay you per month?
The average customer pays us around $15 per month.
Okay, got it. So yeah, you have your kind of basic plan at 14 per month, solo 27 per month, and then 45 per month and 81 per month. The average is somewhere around 15. Walk us through kind of pricing strategy. Folks are always curious about that. Why'd you have these 4 different pricing plans?
So before I talk to you about pricing strategy, this pricing has been set since like 4 years now, like this type of pricing.
Yeah.
No, this type of pricing, not the numbers. We are moving towards a new type of pricing that works on a per member basis. We found out that our customers, this works much more for our customers because we would be able to provide them with plans that would grow with their team instead of right now. If you have a team of 2 people that want to use Appointlet, they're going to have to get on the 5-member plan.
Yep.
All right. So that's an issue that we're currently facing, and that very soon we're going to move to a new pricing with different price points and a different strategy. Now, I prefer not to go into the details of the new strategy.
That's okay.
Until it's launched.
Let's go back to kind of back to when you founded the business. So you said you founded it 4 years ago.
Let's talk about it. It's a pretty interesting story. So it's actually my co-founder, Jared Morse. He's in Portland, Oregon, in the US, and so he was working at a previous company in Portland. He saw that it took too much time to schedule appointments through Google and add it to the calendar. So he thought, let's build a web app that integrates with Google Calendar and that allows people to choose a time and let the event go directly to the calendar. This was the beginning of Appointlet. This was the initial version of Appointlet, and after that, Jared is at the time he was mainly a developer. right? So he didn't really know maybe what to do next. Or maybe he very well did know. So he submitted a thread on Reddit, like just built a web app. Now what? Like this was like 4 years ago. And me, I was like 21 at the time. I just saw the thread and I started. I looked at the software and I said like, this can be pretty good. I mean, this is a pretty neat idea. And so this is when we started talking with each other and we started working together.
That's great.
So I'm from Lebanon and I met him through Reddit. Which
have you met in person yet or no?
We met once in person. That was in September of last year.
And so how do you kind of split roles? He's developer and you're doing what?
I'm doing marketing and growth. I mean, we're both very involved in a bit of everything, right? So, but in terms of coding, I don't code. I work mainly with customers. I hear feedback. I see what they're doing with Appointlet. I try to better understand their use case, their like scheduling flow, and then I market. So who is our target market? How are we going to talk with them? On which channels can we reach them? What's the most cost-efficient way to gain new customers?
So guys, kind of a cool founding story. I will link to this Reddit thread, actually. It's under the entrepreneur section. It was submitted 5 years ago by Jared, and the subject is, my first business, period. Would you use it? ? He says, would you use it? Why or why not? What's missing? What does it need? Have I explained what it is? And then he says, free lifetime accounts for anyone who'd like to check it out. And I guess this is the thread where you found him, Rami, right?
When was this? I'm not sure. There's
5 years ago.
There's one, I think 4.5 years ago.
Got it.
No, actually, it should be the 5 years ago. Because I joined in 4 years and like 5 months ago.
Great.
So I guess it's the 5 years ago one.
How did you guys? So you guys are kind of the two co-founders. How did you guys talk about equity since he kind of created it and you joined right after he created it?
Yeah, very good question. At the beginning, we didn't really talk much about equity. I mean, at the time I was 21, and I had no idea what even a software company. I mean, I had no idea about anything really. I knew a bit about SEO, a bit about like getting your website like higher on search engines, but that was the extent. So obviously, I had no idea about. I wasn't thinking about equity, right? So I was thinking about how to get customers right now. So the conversation started.
Rami, like, did he pay you? Like, how did you get involved? I mean, did he pay you an hourly thing or what?
So no, actually, I did not ask for anything at the beginning. So I was doing some SEO on the website, and like at one point, I was doing some work, and I thought, I mean, I should get compensated. So we said like, what do you say? I get 25% of the business.
And how did he respond?
He responded with yes. and then I mean we've had a lot of equity conversations after that, because I mean we've grown a lot and we've learned a lot, and we now know a lot more about what equity.
Where are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but where are you today in terms of total customers? You said you grew a lot.
Yeah, so today we're in around 1,000, 1,100, 1,200.
Okay.
Paid customers.
And how many free users total?
I mean, we don't have a free plan anymore. We had it like 2-3 years ago. So,
okay.
So I'm going to say like around 500, 600.
Got it. Okay. So 1,100 paying customers. You founded it 5 years ago. You started doing work for free. How long were you doing stuff for free before you said, hey, I think that maybe I should be compensated?
Maybe a year.
Okay, good. A year. It's a great lesson. Yeah. I mean, to anybody listening, it's a great way to get into any business. Just start doing their work for them for free, right? And be valuable.
100%.
So Rami, what did you, let's fast forward now. So it's obviously 2017. I always like to ask, because it's usually an embarrassing number. Do you remember what your first year revenue was?
Yeah, I joined in. It was 200 MRR.
Okay, 200,000 MRR or 200?
200.
Like $200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe a dozen customers. That was it. Now we're at obviously we're at 1,100 customers, and like our ARR is much higher now. Can
I do the math? You tell me if this is fair or not. You told me earlier ARPU was $15 per month. Can I do 15 times 1,100 to get your MRR? Is that of about 16 grand? Is that accurate or no?
I know that's not accurate. you're getting the MRR. It's around the 36, 37. Yeah.
Okay.
The price I gave you was actually the price per member, not per customer.
Okay. So
it's not the average revenue per user.
Got it. Okay. So your ARPU is actually much closer to like 30 than it is 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And you said MRR is right around 35-ish right now?
I mean, it's, yeah.
In that general range. Okay. And how are you, teach us a lesson about kind of customer acquisition, since that's what you're focused on. How are you acquiring customers?
So, one of the things we really focus on, and we have focused on during the past 4 years, is actually listening to our customers and creating a flow that lets them feel like we really care about them. I mean, we do really care about them, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, make them know that we care about them and support them. So I mean, we always hear that, right? Startups, they grow through support and through like being there for their customers. Now, it's a bit different in scheduling, because when you're using scheduling tools, right? So let's say I send you my scheduling link. So as soon as I send you my scheduling, you'd have an idea of what the scheduling tool does and what the scheduling tool works, how a scheduling tool works. So basically, the app sells itself, right? Because I mean, if I share it with 1,000 of my customers, like there's gonna be a light bulb in their head.
Doubles.
Yeah. I mean, the visibility is I don't know how we call it, the technical term, but I mean, if you have a customer that sends it to 1,000 customers, then your target market is like your pool of potential customers gets bigger and bigger.
So you have a little thing with every calendar invite that says like sent with a Appointlet or something like that.
Exactly. So we've integrated these branding techniques into this knowledge of the fact that one customer brings you a lot of customers. This is how scheduling works. It's not the same for other software, because here you interact with your customers all the time, with your prospects, so they see what you're doing and they think, oh, I want that as well. Mm-hmm. So I mean, this is one area where we focus on, and like we create an affiliate program as well. We brand the booking page, like a small branding for anyone that wants to see what's like who's behind this and how can I use this tool. And I mean, this is also part of our new pricing. So we're focusing a lot more on this knowledge in our new pricing. That Great. One customer brings you a lot more. Yep. So I'm not going to go into exactly how, but this is something.
No, I mean it makes good sense. There's the lifetime value of one customer actually drives lifetime value of new customers as well. Yeah,
and big time in scheduling, and big time.
Yep. Would you say that's the number one growth channel for you in terms of the cut? Like this month, January, 2016, you're going to add more customers, obviously. Would you say the majority of those customers by far will come from other people sending them Appointlet invites?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say if you take referrals. All type of referrals, yes.
Okay.
All type of referrals. So that's word of mouth. That's booking page sign up. So you look at the booking page and sign up. That's affiliate. Yeah.
Great. Well, hey, we're running short on time, so I just want to. Rami, we're running short on time, so I just want to ask some questions about a few other unit economic stuff, just for SaaS founders and learning. Take us through the rest of them. So ARPU, you said it was around $30. What about gross churn per month? What's that at?
We're around maybe 5 or 6% right now.
Okay, and then what about customer acquisition costs? So the ones that are not referrals, which are basically free, are you doing any paid marketing?
Yeah. We're doing targeted paid marketing campaigns, like very targeted paid campaigns, focused on landing page, because Appointlet works really well with landing page software, and so we look at people who are searching these terms and target them with paid campaigns.
Okay. And how much would you say you're spending per month on paid campaigns in total?
I would say around, not much, around maybe 2,000, 3,000.
Okay. And so, how many new customers will you get from that? Like, what are you willing to spend to get a new customer?
We're willing to spend around $120, $140.
Okay. And there was a thought process there. What were you thinking?
I'm thinking lifetime value.
Yep. What's your lifetime value? What do you project it to be?
Around $400, $500.
Yeah. And are you just taking the $30 ARPU times an a lifetime value of months of around 20? So you get 600.
I'm giving you figures like out of my head. I don't have them in front of me.
Yeah.
So they're obviously not.
No, ranges are fine. Ranges are fine.
Yeah.
And then update me on team size. So where are you guys at today? Is it just you two still?
So we actually hired our first customer support manager. That was in April, I guess.
Congrats.
Of 2016. Yeah. Thank you. That was huge for us because we were handling everything. So now we have someone here to help us.
So Portland and Beirut, huh?
Portland and Beirut, yeah. Lisa is also she's in Portland, yeah.
Very good.
And right now we're looking for a software developer, actually.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I'll keep that in mind. What's the like the salary range?
So, I mean, it depends on the skills. So if we're talking about if there's a full stack developer, this will differ from just a Python developer, let's say. But I mean, it's around the 90 to 100K.
Okay, great. And is this in Portland or Beirut?
This is in the US.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. In the US would be much better for us. I mean, we've thought about. I mean, having developers like everywhere in the world can make it hard to manage. Yeah, I mean, this is another discussion, but yeah.
So, Rami, last question before I get into the famous five. Are you guys, have you raised capital or are you bootstrapped?
We're bootstrapped.
Okay, got it.
We're bootstrapped.
Any interest in raising capital, or you're kind of just avoiding that?
We've had some interest. Now we're not that interested until we need it. So once we need it, I mean, we have different ways of getting the needed money, right? We're at the point where we don't really need to give out so much equity to raise money. So there are different ways, like taking a loan, for example.
Yep.
Which could be smart, right? So once we're going to need that extra money, we're going to figure it out. I mean, but we have solutions for that. Yeah.
Are you guys cash flow positive currently?
Yeah, big time.
Okay, Top Tribe, as many of you know, I sold Heyo, and everyone is always asking me what my expenses were when I was building Heyo. Well, a big expense was that I spent over $3,000 per month on financial services to keep me out of trouble in terms of taxes. You know, my mom would always harbor me, Nathan, you gotta keep all your receipts and put them in a freaking box or something to make sure you don't get an audit or things like this. I'm like, Mom, I'm a millennial. You think I'm gonna keep all these receipts? I now use FreshBooks. I use their mobile app to take a picture of receipts, and it makes taxes a cinch. Additionally, I don't have to hire a $3,000 per month person to manage all my finances. It's like saving so much money, and my mom's happy. Additionally, I don't waste a bunch of time creating invoices. I use their templates, and I can avoid using Word templates or Excel files. I just use FreshBooks to quickly send out invoices, and it works like a charm. To get your free first month, go to nathanlatka.com/FreshBooks and enter the top in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Again, go to nathanlatka.com/FreshBooks and enter the top in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Okay, very good. Let's get into the famous five here. Number one, what is your favorite business book?
My favorite business book, I'm going to go with The Lean Startup.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Elon Musk.
Number three, let me see here. Number three, do you have besides your own, do you have a favorite online tool like TopTal?
Intercom.
Yeah, that's a good one. Number four, yes or no, do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
No.
And what's your situation? Or, are you married, single? Do you have kids?
Let's say it's complicated. It's recently complicated.
Right. No kids?
No kids, no.
All right,
I'm 26.
Nice, 26. So last question, my man. Take us back 6 years. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
What do I wish my 20-year-old self knew? Oh, that's a tough question. Just give me 30 seconds. I don't know. I'm just happy the way I learn things. I mean, there's so many things. Well,
it sounds like you've had some success just doing. Go ahead.
Maybe the importance of. I don't know. No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. At 20, I didn't know much about anything, right? So I was just learning everything. But I mean, there's no key learning. It's bit by bit.
Guys, a key learning that I would encourage you to take from Rami's story is he jumped in. It did work for free, right? Created a lot of value. Now he's a co-founder at Appointlet, and again, they're growing like crazy. Launched about 5 years ago off a Reddit thread. That's how the founders found each other. They're now at 1,100 customers. They're bootstrapped, doing about a $30 ARPU, about 35 grand per month in revenue, 5% gross churn, willing to spend about $120 on customer acquisition costs, lifetime value of around $400 or $500 with their team of 3 based between Portland and Beirut. Rami, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you.
If you enjoyed Rami today, go back and listen to Manuel yesterday. They 3D printed baby Sophia's new foot faster and cheaper than alternatives. Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it, okay? Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google right when you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan. Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.